Hi, welcome back to another episode of Robuilt. I'm your host, John Mulaney. Hi, it's me, your friend Cleveland. Welcome back to another episode of Robuilt. Wow, slow down. And welcome back to another episode of Robuilt. I'm your host, Christopher Walken. Are you? You know, I don't have to finish that because I think we're on the same page that is an impeccable Nicolas Cage impression. And welcome back to another episode of Robuilt. I'm your actual host, Rob, and I'm so excited. I'm in my new studio, which is basically just an empty room that's very echoey because there's no furniture in here. Because I'm in a new house and we left all of our furniture in our house in LA because we're going to be Airbnb-ing that house, so we're left with the big empty house here. But that is okay because I'm finally in Tennessee on my 50 acres. I've got a view of a forest over here. Maybe we'll see a bear one of these days. And I got a view of a mountain over here. So I'm really excited to be recording from my new YouTube studio. Today we're going to be getting into the dark side of the Robuilt channel, you know? I'm always this cheery, optimistic guy that always tells you the good side of Airbnb. But today we're going to be talking about the things that Airbnb guests do that really just annoy us so much as Airbnb hosts. So if you're guilty of any of these things, let me know down in the comments below. And if you think I'm being petty, too bad! But before we get started today and I reveal all of my angst, do me a favor, hit the like button. It really supports me with the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that little notification bell right over here. Maybe it's over here. I don't actually know. And if you want to go over and beyond, leave me a comment. Maybe if you're an Airbnb host and I missed something, let me know down below. Oh, and I'm really trying to grow my Instagram channel, so if you want to give me a follow there, I'd really appreciate it. I show a little more of my day-to-day there. And if you feel like you want to get into the Airbnb world, the tiny house building world, the glamping world, consider booking a 1-hour consultation with me. Link in the description down below. If you don't feel like you have enough questions for a consultation, you can always ask me a question on Hey Hero too. But with that, now it's time to get salty and talk about the things that Airbnb hosts hate when you do. Now, obviously, I can't speak for all hosts on this, but let's just say that we all had a meeting and we all agree on these points. Number one, oh man, this one, I'm just gonna start with this one because it's the most it's so frustrating to be asked for a discount. I price my stuff pretty fairly. I have bills, I have homeowner's insurance, I've got expenses, I've got a cleaning staff to pay. So whenever someone asks me for a discount, but not just a discount, like a 70% discount, yeah, that's a no for me. Most of the time that's an automatic decline on my end. If someone says, I see that it's $400 a night, and I know that it's Thanksgiving and your most popular night of the season, but I was wondering if you would do like $17 and a pack of gum for the stay. Now, what really makes me annoyed though is whenever people get mad when I don't do it. It's like they're so entitled, or whenever someone says, but I'm really clean. Oh, cool, I still have to pay my cleaning fee. It's frustrating, especially the people that are like, well, it's empty and you're gonna lose the money if you don't take this reservation anyway, so might as well just make some money, right? Wrong, decline, goodbye, hope I never see you again. Thanks for staying. Now, there are a couple exceptions to this, and that exception is mostly if it's a travel nurse and they ask me for a discount, that's fine. If it's someone that's in the military, also fine. But if you're just a regular person, that's a no for me, dog. Number two, man, if it's not the discount that annoys me the most, number two is definitely, it's pretty close. It's so frustrating because this happens every single day. Whenever my place is booked and it's grayed out on my calendar, and then someone requests an open day in my calendar and then messages me and says, hi, I see that it's not available on your calendar for February 15th. But I was just wondering if maybe you just blocked it on accident and like, is it available for that day specifically? I know that it's grayed out on the date, but I just wanted to see if it's available. People, if it is grayed out on our calendars, it's not available. Generally, hosts, we like to make money. So we don't just block out our calendar just for funsies. So if it's grayed out, no, it's not available. It's never available. There's never been a single time in the 1,000 times, not really being hyperbolic here, not a single time have I ever said, oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, you're so right. It's available. What was I thinking? It's right. Yes, here. Accept. Number three. There are worse things than number three, but I will say that if you do this, I'll wear your face. Is that too far for YouTube? When you steal toilet paper, back whenever the pandemic was ramping up, if you thought it was hard for you to get toilet paper, imagine how hard it is for Airbnb hosts that have to supply toilet paper to 10 to 100 people per month. So whenever you would steal our toilet paper, that was very frustrating for us. We did not like that. And yes, we did know that because our cleaning staff would say, hey, you had 10 rolls of toilet paper. This guest only stayed for one night. Those 10 toilet paper rolls are gone. It was actually very embarrassing for me whenever I had to message guests and say, hey, I know that you paid full price for this Airbnb. I am so sorry. Can you bring your own toilet paper? I'm sorry, I don't have any. That was something that I actually had to send to 2 or 3 guests because it was literally impossible to get toilet paper. So you are not Ross from Friends. Don't stock up on the goodies. That's lame and cheap. 4. Número 4. This one is seemingly innocent, but when you make your bed upon checkout of the Airbnb, that one we don't actually really like. And I know it seems like you're doing good and you're helping out the cleaning staff, but when you really think about it, it doesn't make any sense. They have to take those sheets off the bed and wash them. And if you make the bed so good that it looks like you didn't sleep in it, there's always a chance that the cleaning crew might come in and say, oh, no one actually slept in here. We don't need to change the linens out. Now, over the last year, we have actually required that they change out all the linens, but my cleaning team is awesome, so they do that. But I can't say that for every other cleaner in the country. So if you actually want to help out in this regard, my recommendation is to strip your linens from the bed and leave them on the floor right beside the bed, and then leave all dirty and used towels in the bathtub. That to me has always been my preference and the preference of all my cleaners for any Airbnb I've ever had. Number 5 is just confusing on so many levels, but it's so frustrating when you do this. Just listen to this touching review. This place is by far the nicest Airbnb we've ever stayed at in Gatlinburg. They really took into consideration comfort and hospitality. Every place we stayed at does not have comfy beds or towels or enough kitchen cookware. They outdid themselves on making you feel at home. It is a bit further from downtown Gatlinburg than we would have liked, but to be honest, it made us want to go back to the cabin and cook and relax more. We loved our stay. We had so much fun.
4 stars!
4 stars on that! Whenever you leave a glowing review, and I mean just so nice in every way possible, but then you leave a 4-star review. Why'd you have to go and do that? I gotta kill ya. Look, if you really want to help out, it actually hurts us to leave us a 3 or 4-star review. Personally, we consider a 4-star review kind of a failure, so if we're pretty close to a 5-star, what I would recommend doing if you want to support hosts, because remember, we are local businesses, we're not these evil conglomerates. Leave us a 5-star review, and if there's something that you feel like we can improve on, there's an entire private feedback section. You can actually go point by point and tell us if there's something that we could improve. Allow us to work on it on the back end. I really do consider my reviews, and I take them really seriously, so it kind of hurts whenever we get a 4-star on such an amazing review. Again, I can't make you leave a 5-star review, but do me a solid here. Let me make it up to every future guest. That 5-star is something that's really crucial for us. Just heart to heart here. That's it. I'm not hurt.
Hello, darkness, my old
Number 6, when you break something and then you try to hide it. We know when you break something. My cleaning crew, they let me know every time you break a wine glass. And honestly, that's fine. Mistakes do happen. I actually am very appreciative of the guests that tell me when something breaks. 90% of the time, yeah, I think that's true. 90% of the time when a guest breaks something, as long as it's a small thing, I always say, hey, no big deal. Thanks for letting me know. At least I know to replace it. But it's the people that go out of their way to hide something that's broken. Yeah, that's very frustrating. I recently had a girl that broke one of my bookends. It was a rabbit-shaped bookend, and the ears were broken off, and she picked up the ears and tried to place it and make it seem all slick, like she didn't break it. But here's the deal, I was there the night before filming my place, so I know it wasn't broken. And then after she checked out, my maid sent me a photo and said, hey, this is broken. So when I reached out and told her I was gonna charge her $30 to replace it, whew, homegirl got mad. And let me just say, before I read this message, Meryl Streep, it's time to retire because it's time for your successor to take the stage. Hey there, my maid asked me to reach out to you in regards to a broken bookend. Unfortunately, I'll need to issue a charge for the replacement. I'm an honest person. I treat the homes and belongings of others as if it were my own, and I kept the house tidy. I am feeling upset that I am accused of breaking something. Please contact me as soon as possible. Hey there, I attached a photo of the broken bookend. I was actually there the night before and recorded a video of the room, and it wasn't broken in the video, so the only time that it could have been broken was during the stay. I'm sorry, I don't like charging guests, but the bookend was uncovered by my maid directly after your stay. I am truly frustrated because I know I did not break anything. I know I did it, and if your maid wants to say that I broke it, that's fine. Charge me. I'm really upset with this situation. This has never happened to me, and this is really, really upsetting to see as I am heading home. I did not break it. I can barely type because of how upset I'd feel. We were having such a good time, and then to end our trip with this is kind of upsetting. Then I sent her a photo of the broken bookend. Okay, I don't want to keep thinking about this. It's just upsetting to have this happen when I know I did nothing. I have paid for the bookend that I did not damage. This was obviously a lesson learned, and I will definitely record everything of the house when I arrive and before I leave. Thank you. So I'm a nice person. I try to work with people, even if they are liars. I said, hey there, as I said, I understand your frustration. For the record, I don't really typically charge people, but you can always decline this charge with Airbnb. They'll most likely just cover it out of their host protection guarantee. So I tried to give her an out and fight this because I knew that Airbnb would most likely just step in and pay me from their end. She said, thank you for providing me these options. Aside from this unfortunate incident, I did enjoy staying in your home. Take care. I don't know about y'all, but if I 100% didn't break something and then an Airbnb host tried to charge me for it, about 100 years from now, archaeologists would be excavating on top of a hill, and after months and months of digging, they would find a pile of bones, and they would take them back to the lab, and they would start assembling them, and they would put the skull together and all the teeth back in, and then they would take imprints of the molars and run it through their super fancy system because it's 100 years from now.
Can you enhance it?
Can we enhance this?
Can you enhance it?
Hold on a second, I'll enhance.
And they would say, oh my God, this is Robuilt's body. You know why? Because I would die on that hill before I ever freaking paid a fee for something I didn't break. So the fact that she paid it so quick, this all happened within 10 minutes, by the way, and she caved very quickly. So you're lying, boo. Anyway, I'm just gonna end it there. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next episode. Not gonna do the hand cover the lens thing. A little on the nose, honestly. So we'll just let the end card play right here. You can click this video or you can click this video. And you can subscribe right here. Click that little guy right there. And I'll wait. Do it. Click that. Click that or delete your account. All right. Bye.